Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Alright, let's get into some analysis. Yesterday was FOMC, and today we have a couple of red fallen news events. Yeah, they've already been though, so yeah. There is unemployment, but it says tentative. I don't know what that means, to be honest. Is it coming or is it not? You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah. So let's go on the daily. We do have this daily gap here with with a high inside of it, and it looks like that's where price wants to go at the minute. So that will be our target, I think. We have SMT at the lows, and we still have this monthly gap along with a weekly gap here just below. So let me know what price is playing out by not even just tapping that. For this, that was from one of my videos that I made. A little diagram. Anyway, a 4 hour. He's gone from yesterday. Yeah, I took one trade yesterday, FOMC, and I was completely wrong. It was a break-even trade, luckily, but I was completely wrong on the buys. I really wanted this, but clearly that's not where price wanted to go. So, oh well. It doesn't really matter. It basically ran this whole low resistance liquidity run here pre-market, and then ran the exact same high. Sorry, market open and ran the exact same high. Then after FOMC. Yeah, so H4FM FEG here. We have tapped into, and we are reacting off. And obviously we have a low here inside of it. Sell side liquidity. Down to the 1 hour. I mean, H4, what else is there above here? So let me mark out some of the buy side here. So we have another H4 FEG here. Not J4 FEG, H4 FEG. There we are. Buy side. And obviously we have this buy side here as well. This is like kind of relative equal highs. That's what I'll mark it as. Relative equal highs. And is this untapped? Daily FEG completely untapped. Oh, it is. Okay. Well, that could be our draw then, I guess. Yeah. That's probably where price wants to go. I don't think we'll hit it today. It's quite a large move just for one day, to be honest. So I think here or here is a safe bet, probably here. Or maybe it's like some lower time frame PDRA, like sort of around this area. But we'll see. Okay, so I can already tell that hit EQ, yeah. So we already tapped EQ here, and we're currently running EQ this way, so we're currently running this way. There is no range EQ to be tapped. So yeah, there's no point in drawing a range, which is already pretty bullish, to be honest. There's going to be no resistance from any EQ, apart from a potential bullish reaction, which is inside of this OB here, this 4 hour OB. Okay. Now on the hourly, there is an hourly FEG here in discount. Let me move this range up a little bit since we did up EQ. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of buy side here, but it's pretty minor. It's pretty minor buy side. I am hoping for some sort of manipulation lower before we go higher. That would be ideal. This is probably my buy side target. And what a beautiful buy side target it is. Not too far away either. Be perfect if we do get a nice entry, that is. Yeah, so H4FEG that we're reacting off. We'll move it across a little bit so it doesn't get in the way. M15. Yeah, I guess I'll mark out the M15s instead since they're smaller. They'll take up less of the chart, be a little bit more precise. I always prefer the M15 over the H1 anyway. And the H1 to be a little bit clunky. Apologies if you can hear any crying or anything in the background. I've got a little child. He's got chicken pox at the minute. My wife's currently looking after him, but he's not in the best mood. All right. Yeah, I mean, this was so close. Like, I really did expect this to get ran, but it doesn't really matter. It's not a big deal, is it, really? So, the only thing is there's no SMT here apart from here. So, no recent SMT. Maybe here. There is an SMT here, actually. See with a yes. All right. So let's also consider that we might not get a run here given this SMT. So what we'll do is we'll also measure out this 15-minute range, which doesn't really look like there is much. Did we run EQ here? Yeah, we did. Did we? Yeah, we did. Did we? Yeah, we did. Alright, yeah, so that's what I'm saying here. Get rid of this, let's move this over a little bit. Doing that, we might not even need it. Okay. So we did run EQ there, sorry, my bad. Alright, so yeah, we do have an M15 here in this kind of this range. It's only small though. It'd be nice if we tapped it though, regardless. And then the M5. M5 with an IFEG on the M5. Also an M5 gap here. And an M5 here in discount. Which we have tapped. Let me find 830. 830. Well, just expansion. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so let me take a look at my playbook here. Give me a second. Yeah, so 830, it seems like 830 expanded. So what we will do is we'll wait to see if we get a 930 manipulation. Potentially into this range here, which would be nice. Potentially a nice little A plus off of that. And then we could target this high as our draw on liquidity. Good plan. Good plan. Okay. Let's do that then. Yeah. Just hope it doesn't get choppy like it has the past couple of days. So close to passing my eval. And price has just been choppy. I've been stuck at like 2,500 like the past 5 days, and I need obviously 3,000 to pass. So I'm hoping we get something nice today. I can see we have a concurrent viewer. Hello. If you are here, send a chat. Send a chat. Good to see someone in here. If you send a chat, if you're quite curious, I can answer some questions or something. If you're curious on where we might go today. Or if you're in here for the vibes. I've got my chat open, so if you do want to say something, I'm more than happy to speak to you. As my sole observer. So basically, we're just waiting for this area here. This is what I want. Can market open. Manipulation down here. Let me a minute, just a second. Yeah, so yeah, manipulation down here, and then we can get our potential A plus. We have a small M15 and an M5 here in discount with some sell side. Obviously there is sell side here too, but if we're going to manipulate lower, I kind of want discount to be tapped. If we just leave discount by a small margin, I'm not going to be, yeah, basically. Oh, I don't like that. It indicates that we are not gonna, that we're gonna come back down and tap it. So yeah, on the M5 we did run it here and then tap EQ of this range, this candle's range, but I'm marking out the M15 range, so a little bit more reliable. The fact that we've left no wick here as well also indicates to me that we're gonna come down, but we'll see. I could be wrong, and I'm wrong plenty. So I don't predict, I react. So if I'm wrong, we'll see how it goes. This was a data high before it got ran. 8:30 news. I'll also drop down to the 1 minute and see if we have a data low on the 1 minute. Right now, no apparent data low here, so I think we can just expect a run on buy side here. This is my target. We have a high here inside of a daily FVG. Hello, concurrent viewers. Good to see some people in here. Drop a chat if you want to ask if you have any questions or anything. So yeah, I want to see a run here to this buy side, market open, manipulation down here, potentially tap into this sell side here, react off this 15-minute FVG, got it marked up right here, as well as an M5, potentially get a nice A plus. I'm looking for inversion FVGs like this one right here. This would have been a nice setup actually, but it's pre-market. I don't really trade pre-market, so yeah, this would have been a nice long actually, right here. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. We've got 2 minutes here until market open, so we'll just wait. Basically, wait until market open and see what happens. Do we have an SMT at the minute? No, there is no SMT at the highs, and there's not really any at the lows either. So there is SMT down here, but I don't really expect price to come down here. That's why I marked out this range instead of using the 4 hour. Yeah, let me just shrink the chart a little bit so you can see it better on the stream. Yeah, you can see it perfectly there. Hello viewer, feel free to type in the chat if you want to have any questions or you want to have a chat. I've got my chat open next to me, so I'm replying. We should have some music on or something here. Just on YouTube's policy, I guess. Great. More expansion at New York Open. Hopefully we get some. Hopefully this is just manipulation. Wick here. Oh, and that leaves us with a nice 930 wick for a target. I do like those. I like a good 930 wick. Okay, so there's the M15. There's the M5 and there's the sell side. Okay. Okay, it's going a bit too quick now. Come on, give me something. Give me something. Let me get my orders ready. In case we do inverse this 30 second here. No inverse there. Must be a pretty solid close for me to take it. There is an SMT. I will take this if it closes. No closure. Don't do this to me. Give me an entry. Please. No entry. Okay. Fine. It's fine. ES took this high, which I'm not a really big fan of, to be honest. Yeah, we'll still take this if we get the closure. I'm not a massive fan of when we sort of chop around the inversion or chop around the FVG. Not my cup of tea, really. There is an SMT here, so. We also left equal highs, which make for a great target. A+ draw on liquidity right there. Excuse me. SMT is still valid. Manipulating lower, we're going to fill this whole gap. Yeah, I guess I'd still take this if we got the closure. 4 seconds. No, nothing. M2, M3, big work on M3, 4, M5. Okay, yeah, I'd take this. I would definitely take this. Big wicks here on a lot of time frames. We just got to be a little bit cautious of this M1 gap.
Order filled.
Alright, I entered a lighter position here. Just because we are reacting off this M1 gap as well. I did take this 30-second inversion. And obviously we have... Obviously a close below this means that we close the trade. And now we have an M1 just here. Oh, there's going to be a loss. Like I said, lighter position, so not too fussed if it is a loss. Just an inconvenience, more so. No closure. No really closure. Okay, it did close below, so I'm out of that
Order
trade
filled.
there. Yeah, it's like a minus $100 loss. So that's the importance of risk management and damage control, really, because this could just now tank straight to the hard stop. And obviously, I don't want to be in a trade just chopping around. So what our next course of entry is to wait for this M1. If we get this M1, then the trade is still valid. So that's what we'll do. We'll wait for the M1. 361. Let me set my targets here on MNQ. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I can't get my head around just trying to trade NQ when I can partial and go lower risk on MNQ. It's just, why would I sacrifice being able to trade smaller positions and partial micros when like one NQ contract? Wait here, see if we get this 1 minute close. $14 seconds here. I do still like this for manipulation, so just kind of wicking off this M1. So the reason why I took this still is because we were rejecting it, bodies inside and wicks, and then we sort of closed above it pretty strongly, and yeah, and then once we close back below, it just reinforces that this IFEG means nothing to the algorithm, and this is the one that actually means something. That's what we'll do. We'll wait here for the M1 to close above or go lower and see what happens, because this FEG here clearly is a reference point for the algorithm. So what I don't want it to do is just close above and then just before we even get an entry, So we might come at a lower here. But this is a very A+. We have a great draw on liquidity with SMT. We're reacting off a low and a high time frame FEG. The only thing like lower, like what is it, a low resistance liquidity on here, but there is SMT inside of it. So yeah, difficult one. We will see. We will see. See, this looks to me like we're accumulating sell stops here to potentially be ran. So my hopes in getting all the way up here on exactly the highest at the minute. I'll take the 30-second if it closes above, I guess. Or not. What minute it is. This is an ugly market open, I can't lie. Like, even if you tried to like short this, you know, like you'd be chopped again. But you don't really want to take a position more inside of chop. See, this was okay because we swept the low again, which could just be seen as more manipulation, and then we closed above. But obviously, we were still range bound, so it is what it is. There is no short here. There's no short setup, so. I'm tapped into the new day opening gap. SMT at the highs, which I'm not a massive fan of, but again, we do have this 930 wick plus equal highs, so. Full fill of this M5. Oh, not yet. Almost. I do kind of like this 15-second here, but I don't trade the 15-second time frame, so I'm not going to be taking that. Looks like we're still reacting off this IFEG. Maybe we take out this sort of sell side here. We will see. We will see. Back into this range, and we're going to get our M1 here. Our M1 inversion. I guess we will see here in a couple of seconds. Yeah, if we get this, I'd totally take it. We have a great draw, great break even, so.
Order filled.
Alright, I'm in. If we get completely just wrecked here, I think I'm just going to close the charts, because, yeah, this is very clean. I mean, I say very clean, I mean, there is a lot of chop here, but, I mean, clean is in context, you know, we've taken a lot of sell side here, and I mean, clean is in the criteria for an A plus to S tier setup, so. If we're going to continue to chop around here, I don't even want to be in the trade, but, like I say, we do have a very nice break-even point here. So I do expect this to at least be hit, but currently reacting off a 30-second FVG. Halfway down this move here. 30 seconds to show you. Or we just close through it. That makes sense too, and I think we might then just have to wait until 10 AM. Wait, we closed below it on the M1, didn't we?
Order filled.
Okay. Yeah, we closed below that on the M1, so I got to cut the position there again. Again, just another $100 loss. Not too, yeah, nothing to worry about. Price action's weird, man. I don't like it. I do not like it. Let's wait until we get like a faster presentation, which I guess is this, but tiny. Very weird price action. I think we just sit here on our hands until 10 a.m. and we just give up on the 9:30 wick and equal highs if that gets run. You know, usually when price rejects an FVG multiple times and then closes above it, it's usually very clean in the context. Like this should have been great, but obviously it's not. Fine, we'll just wait here until the 10 a.m. macro, which starts in 4 minutes, so we should see a run on liquidity before 10 a.m. hopefully. Annoying because both of our long positions would have hit if it wasn't for this stupid chop. Yeah, we would at least go break even. Irritating. I can't take the same idea again. It's, the algo is fixing itself. It's realizing that people are deciphering it. Okay, so swept the high. Look out this 930 high as well. So we could look for shorts, I guess. Yeah. What does sell side target be? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we get this, it's nice. It's not our daily draw, a daily target, but it could be a nice for a short-term retracement here. We'll see. We'll see. EQ with the range here as well. Ten seconds here. We did close below it. But I am always hesitant to wait until we have, you know, when I see a wick like this, I'm always hesitant to then wait again. Like this is not good if we are doing this. Maybe we can look for a confirmation, like a 15-second confirmation or something, but we inverse this 15-second. Take it. It's the only real context where I'll use the 15-second chart. I've seen a nice M1 entry, hesitated for whatever reason, like this wick. He goes back above it. No, we didn't. I'll leave it there just in case we do. This doesn't look like price wants to go lower to me. Maybe we do. If we do invert this on the 15-second, I'll take this again. A lower risk though. Really taking 2 losses today. I need to a little bit of damage control here in these unpredictable conditions. Really weird price action, I will say. Like, what is this, dude? So many closures above FVGs with like good context, like, and then they just lose. Like, yes, we're consolidating, but when we get a clean FVG close like this above the high as well, these highs, like this should have delivered straight away. They shouldn't have closed below. The price is accumulating orders. We've got the M1 closure back above, so like this is no longer valid. It's an Umanara, you know? It, like, do I do it? Do I not? And that's where I should probably not even bother, but I kind of want to just take it anyway because it looks good. Yeah, yeah, but we could get, like, could do, come down, sweep these lows, which is clearly engineered. Look at the perfection on these, on this low resistance liquidity run here. We even get like a 2R of the high. Probably want to compensate a little bit, and then to this low. 2.3R. You could. Now just still chopping. So when price does this, when we chop here and we form a low resistance liquidity run, price will often seek out buy side liquidity in like this context before running lower. So, like, if we got the close now, I probably wouldn't. I'm not going to take it. You know, like that ship has sailed. It's going to have to sweep here or even here to want to get a delivery lower. And then we can think about drawing out this range. Yeah, pretty much. Which EQs around here, by the way, in this M50 and FEG, and there's a lot of sell side low. So that's what we'll do. We'll wait. We'll wait until 10 AM here. What's the 4-hour candle looking like? Pretty bullish candle. We'll see. This EQ is quite low. This high looks so primed on the H4. Like, why haven't we just run it straight away? You know. Okay, so there's a high. Maybe we can get some sort of PO3 short setup. Such a shame. This. What time is it? It's not even. Wait, we're only just waiting for the macro. No, the macro started here, and it's still chopped. Like, what are we even waiting for? We're not waiting for 10 a.m. It's not 10 a.m. yet. It's just BS, dude. Like, this was clean. 30-second closure here. And we had another minute closure here above the M1 FVG that was holding price down. After sweeping the low again and forming SMT. Reacting off the daily, daily opening gap. Like, dude, 2 clean subs and just a load of wicks. Wick City, dude. I like this too. Well, where's the FVG reaction? Is there an FVG to react off of? Then I feel like the day, sorry, not the daily. 10 a.m. is just gonna like go for the high. Let me guess. We closed below it and formed another A plus. Okay. All right, buddy. Whatever you say. Mark out the FVG so that we could react off of, because this is on some smoke right now for no reason. Okay, we didn't actually close above it. You see, this is a tempting confirmation long here, given that we're so close to. Like, what are we going to do here? We're going to run the low. Okay, again. 6-1. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is just not good price action, really. It's just not good, is it? They were engineering sell side here. Like, the buy side draw is so close. And what are we going to do here? Are we just going to run straight to the buy side draw? What does that buy side draw look like on ES? I'll just draw on ES too. I'm curious to see what this does. Reacting off the daily and the M15. But buy side, we have a low resistance liquidity run. I wouldn't mind seeing this whole thing run, to be honest. It's so bullish, they're like bullish is in terms of like where the draw is. Hmm. What the hell is going on? MNQ just like made a really weird move. There's no imbalances here on any time frame. There's a low resistance liquidity run for you. It was bound to get run eventually. I just expected it to hit this target first before we ran it. Sorry, I'm too busy on MNQ. I should just have the MNQ chart here. I just find NQ to be cleaner because MNQ just has random wicks and doesn't close properly and gives false closures and stuff. But when prices like this, like, it doesn't really matter. I guess like this is a good target. Potentially here, tap into the 7th H4. I'm not looking for a long off this. There's nothing. There's no basis to long off of, but mark out the FVGs anyway, just so we can see how they react. Learn some new price action, I guess, because how low do we go? I think that this is a reasonable target. Obviously, this should get hit. I don't see why it wouldn't. It's part of the low resistance liquidity run, but if we react here and just like tank, like what are you doing? Like not tank, sorry, and just like go up. Like what are you doing, dude? I'll do the M2 and we'll mark out the M2 on this way as well because it's a little bit cleaner. I should probably just check there's an M3 as well. Okay, an M4 and an M5. Okay, fine. Can we just like hurry up and sweep sell side so I can look for a long? So I'm not looking for a long after sweeping like half of a low resistance liquidity run. No sense. Or chop central, I guess. H4. What did we do? Reaction block. Yeah, I mean H4. I mean, still looks bullish on the H4. Like maybe we can get down here, but I doubt that we leave that. Very weird price action. We like hurry up. hurry up and sweep this damn liquidity. What are we doing, man? Reacting off A30 opening price on MNQ rather than NQ. Like, make it make sense, dude. Why are we doing that? Why? Yeah, I mean, I kind of just want to see us low swept at this point. Like, it's kind of annoying me. It's kind of pissing me off a little bit. We're just sat here popping, like, sat through 30 minutes of chop here and then nothing here and I'll chop again. Yawn. Yeah. Just so the trading view and NQ can see that we're annoyed. We are so close to these lows right now. Can we just take them? Not react off some random bullshit that isn't even there. Price is schizophrenic today, I swear. Reacting off nothing. Oh shit, there's a fair value gap. Oh no, not that. Just my subconscious. Or there's a bug in my code. Someone hire a software developer to this motherfucker. There's some bullshit going on. Reacting off an M1 FVG on ES. Nothing really on NQ though. This is bullshit ass price action, dude. There's nothing here that we've even reacted off. Is this a protected low? Is that why we're having so much trouble? I mean, not really, because this would have been a protected low when you spot that again anyway, so... Baffling. It really is baffling. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much just baffled, really. Like, what the fuck is going on, dude? I think I'm gonna just call it, because this is just ass. There is nothing. You know, we could have had a nice trade here. I mean, this was a nice entry, don't get me wrong. Dude, this was a nice long. You know, this... yeah, I guess. In the 1 minute. But then it's all pre-market, and then you get here, and what the fuck, dude? Right here, nice long, you know, sell price down a little bit, and then we closed above it. After sweeping the low and forming SMT, digging deeper into the 7.5. It's a great setup. Stopped. Then we have a 1 minute long. We close above this FEG, it's also holding price down with a big momentum candle. The exact same thing, exact same criteria. Stopped. And then price runs up, takes the high, taps into the rest of this 15-minute. SMT2 is there. Oh wait, no, there's no SMT. And then boom. Entry. Stopped. Sweep the high again. Nothing. Target here. Just nothing, dude. Just stall. Walk around. I mean, it was like a M30, yeah, 30 second here. But it's too small. Too small. Oh well, I'm going to call it there. I hope everyone has a great day. And careful in this price action because, yeah, this is not ideal. So take it easy out there. And yeah, that's me out.